Hello and welcome to the final Explode thought for the week for the until the summer. I'm really excited to share this thought with you, and even more excited for what we have stored for us in the coming year when we come back in September. We're really hoping that all being well, and as long as that we don't have any more hiccups or bumps in the road, we're really hoping that we'll be able to meet together again in September. And things might look a little different, but it'll be loads of fun, and we'd love to see you again. So please do look out for any news around that, and then maybe we might also be able to meet in the summer as well. So it'd be really cool to see you then, and also again in September. But yeah, this is the final thought for the week. So I'm just going to share a little thought with you, and then also maybe challenge you to think about what it means for yourself as well. I've been thinking about what it is that we need as people. Now, obviously, there are things that we need like food and drink, and we need that to keep us going. When people are in survival situations like Bear Grylls, his first thought is, right, where do I get water? And then his second thought is, where do I get food? And then his third thought is, where am I going to sleep? And that, these are our basic needs. But there's also other needs as well. And even people like Bear Grylls will talk about that as well. He often say that we need to keep the morale up as well. You need something to focus on and work towards. Otherwise, we start to break down, and we start to get demotivated and exhausted, and so on and so on. We as humans need more than just the bread and the water and the sleep. Otherwise, we can't keep going. And that's the same, for us. We all need things that give us joy and give us motivation, and the things that keep us going. And for all of us, those will be completely different things. For some of us, we might wake up in the morning and we're motivated to get out of bed because there's a great game that we've got and we really want to play it. Or we want to get up in the morning and there are friends we want to go and see. And we're most joyful and we're most happy when we're with our family. And that's the thing that gives us peace and give us joy. Or maybe the thing that gives us the most joy is crushing our brother into the ground in a video game or something like that. Either way, we have lots of different ways of feeling this joy and feeling this happiness and feeling this completeness. And we're, in a way, it might feel like we're all made to with a little hole in us to be filled up with something like that. Because when we reach this point of joy, or we reach our goal, after a while that goes away. It's not permanent, and we still need to keep going for that. I think for me, if I'm really honest, the thing that I struggle with most is feeling like I'm good enough. And so often I find myself chasing after things because I want to prove myself, and whether that's with playing games, or whether that's with work, or whether that's in relationships, I often feel really insecure about whether I'm good enough, and I'm so motivated by that desire to be good enough. And every time I feel like someone says a nice thing to me or something that makes me feel a bit better, but then shortly afterwards that goes away. But the truth is, if we're Christians, is that we know that God created us for a relationship with Him. And it's famously been said that the chief end of man is to glorify God and enjoy Him forever. So what that means is that our purpose, human beings, our purpose is to glorify God, which is probably fairly obvious, even if you're not a Christian. Christians always talk about all the different things that they do, but the other really important factor is to enjoy God forever. It's not just about the things that we do, but it's also about the relationship that we have with God. In fact, it's far more about the relationship that we have with God. And the message of what Jesus said, when Jesus said, I am the bread of life, and when Jesus said, come to me, all you who are burdened and heavy laden, because He can give us rest. The point He's making is that He can fill that hole. We're created to have this relationship with God, and when we don't have that relationship with God complete because of the sin that we've done, that sort of burns like a hole, and we fill that with lots of other things, like, you know, the happiness, the brief happiness that we feel from winning a game, or from spending times with friends or family. But what we truly need, and the only thing that we truly need, is Jesus. So besides bread and water and all those other things, our greatest need really is our relationship with Jesus. And we as Christians would obviously say that is true, but my question to you, if you're not a Christian, is do you feel like that is the case? Do you feel like there's always something that you need to work towards? Do you feel like you're not complete until you've achieved the next thing? And if that's maybe the case, do you need to think about whether the true answer is that actually Jesus has made you that way, because there's a gap there that's made for him and made for a relationship with him. I'm just going to pray, and then this is our final one for the summer. So I hope you guys have an amazing summer. All the best. We love you loads, and we'll be praying for you as well. Dear Lord, I thank you that despite everything that's happened in XPLODE, despite all the pandemic and difficulties with working online and doing these videos, and just being able to contact each other, Lord, I thank you so much that you are constant, that you love us, that you are with us, and that you hold us in the palm of your hand. Lord, we just pray that over the summer everyone would have a really good summer, and that we would all be able to meet again soon. Amen.